So I'm going to show you now the third of the beginner Qigong exercises. So this one, you most definitely, well, I suppose you could get away with it sitting, but really you most definitely would need to be standing to get the benefit from it. And it's very quick, so you don't need to be standing for too long. But for anyone who has issues with balance or feels that they can't stand very well at all right now, then what you could have next to you is a chair with a really sturdy back that you could hold on to with one hand, or a table that you can use to support yourself. But it is really great if you can stand for this, just to get the most benefit from this exercise. Okay, so it's not so important if you can't quite see my feet there, because they're in the same position as we had them at the beginning. So you want to have your feet parallel, a little bend in the knees for standing up, and just check that your tailbone is tucked under. So if I turn sideways on, what you don't want is a curve in the back here, a really exaggerated curve. What you want to do is think of drawing your tailbone down and then moving and lifting up in the pelvis at the front. So you do that just by tucking everything in. So you can practice that, just practice by sticking your backside out and then tucking everything in. And as you tuck everything in, what you'll find is lovely extension in the vertebrae of the lower back here, which is often where our chi can get blocked. And if you think of your spine as being that really lovely central column, which supports our whole body, then it's very important to have open chi flow in this area. So lifting up very slightly in this lower abdomen area will help with that lovely openness in the lower back. Check that your shoulders are nice and relaxed, and that there's length in the back of your neck. And you can do that just by tucking the chin back towards the throat. So I'm thinking of the chin moving back towards the wall behind me and feeling a lovely extension up the back of the head. So this third exercise is another really great one to help you to get rid of anything in your body that you don't want. But you don't have to be specific about this. You can be if you want. You can think of a specific thing, or you can use it just as a general, refreshing, invigorating exercise. And this exercise is called Discharge Waste Chi with Vibration. So a bit like with food or with air, we all accumulate waste in our bodies during the course of the day. So we get rid of waste air by exhalation. We get rid of waste food by bowel movements. And we need to find a lovely way to get rid of waste chi as well, because that, again, makes the space and clears the pathway for more lovely healing chi to come in. So this is really, really simple. And all you do with this is you're going to vibrate the body. And as you're vibrating the body, you're practicing your abdominal breathing as well. And you're thinking of your body like a sieve. So from very deep down inside your body, you're thinking of sieving up anything that you don't want from deep inside up towards the skin surface. So it's a bit like panning for gold, but you're not looking for gold, you're actually looking for waste chi to bring it up to the surface so that you can then get rid of it. And we use a little bit of movement in order to facilitate that. So again, we have this combination of movement, breath, and mind. So the movement is vibration. The breath is your normal abdominal breathing, in and out through the nose. And the mind is thinking of sifting up things from deep down within you that you don't want. And you don't have to know what that is. You just have to think of it as a general kind of cleansing. And we're going to then use the mind to get rid of it from the skin surface. So I think of it like taking an internal shower. So if you get home at the end of the day, you've been in a really busy environment where there's maybe lots of traffic and pollution and lots of noise and stress, then often it's a really great idea to have a shower. So people will get home at the end of the day, they'll have a shower and feel much better after that. So this is like taking an internal shower, and you can do this at any time of day. So just beginning by, again, checking that the feet are shoulder width distance apart or hip width distance apart, and that your feet feel nice and solid and planted on the ground. And as I said, if you need a chair or a table or anything else to hold on to, you can absolutely do that as well. And what I'd like you to do now is just get very soft in your knees, really relaxing the knees. So all of this movement, this vibration movement we're going to do, is coming from the lower half of the body. So then you're just doing little bounces up and down on the knees. Now, again, if you have any issues with your knees, any knee problems, don't do it. Don't do it so much. Just do whatever is comfortable for you. So this is requiring a little bit of flexibility in the ankles and the knee joints. So just bouncing up and down. And then as you become more relaxed, be like a rag doll, really, really floppy. And what you'll find as you start to maybe increase the amplitude of this movement is that the wrists start to move backwards and forwards. If I turn sideways, you'll see my hands start flopping backwards and forwards. And then what I'd like you to do is be really relaxed in the neck, and you'll see that the head starts to nod. So this is not an exercise that you would be practicing necessarily on a crowded beach or in a park in the middle of loads of people. You might get some interesting looks. So being nice and relaxed, this is your vibrating movement. So just keep going with that for a while, just relaxing a little more each time you breathe out. So breathing in and out through the nose, smiling. This is a great exercise to teach the children. They love it. They think it's such good fun. Smiling, nodding, bouncing up and down on the knees, feeling lovely relaxation in the shoulders, the arms, the hands. The head is nodding. And as you're breathing now and vibrating, I want you to think of the deepest core parts of your body. So the insides of your abdomen, the insides of your legs, the insides of your arms, deep inside your head. And think that this vibration is gently sifting up any waste chi that you don't want to the skin surface. So you might want to close your eyes for this, just to give you a little bit more focus. Sifting up anything you don't want to the skin surface. So then we're in a great position to be able to dispel it. So now, as you breathe out each time, you're going to think of that waste chi leaving the skin surface and disappearing away from your body. And I think of it almost like particles or raindrops leaving my body, going off into the air and away up into the clouds. So to begin with, think of the whole of the front of your body. So your face, the front of your throat, your chest, your abdomen, fronts of the legs, knees, all the way down to the feet. And as you breathe out through the nose, in your mind's eye, see that waste chi leaving the pores of your skin and disappearing like raindrops, floating away horizontally away from you and then away up into the sky or down into the ground or into a plant or whatever you might think of. We can often do this exercise by discharging into plants because they use our waste chi in the same way as they make use of our carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So we're not damaging them in any way. And now think of the whole of the right side of your body, side of the head, side of the neck and shoulders, down the right arm, right side of the torso, right side of the leg, down into the heel and the foot. And now when you breathe out, think of leading out, seeing those raindrops leading away from your body, from the pores of the right side of your body. And now bring your mind to the left side, from the head, down through the shoulders and the arm, the torso on the left side, down the left leg, into the foot, and breathing out any waste chi from the pores of the left side of your body. Bring your mind now to the back of your body, back of the head and the neck, the shoulders, the shoulder blades, all the way down the mid-back, lower back, to the sacral area, down through the buttocks, the backs of the legs, all the way down to the heels. Breathing out and seeing in your mind's eye those particles or raindrops of waste chi leaving your body. Each time you breathe out, more and more waste chi is leaving. And now bringing your mind back to your breath, still vibrating. And begin now to decrease the amplitude of your movements. So the movement's getting a little smaller. Keep the eyes closed and coming to rest, standing still. Placing one hand over the lower belly, the other hand directly on top of that. Bring your mind back to Dantian in the lower abdomen. Breathing in, feel the belly expand in all directions. Breathing out, feeling the belly shrink. And now giving a little rub to your belly just to consolidate that practice, just to finish everything off by circling in one direction and then in the other, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed and that lovely smile on your face. And still with the eyes closed now, bring the palms of your hands together in front of you and rub them until they get really, really hot. If you want to sit down for this part and you're standing, you want a bit of a rest, then absolutely make yourself comfortable. Feel the heat in the palms of the hands, and then take one palm each and place it flat over each eye, fingers facing up towards the ceiling. Feeling the heat from the palms of your hands, traveling into the eyes to nourish them, through the backs of the eyes and into the mind to nourish the mind. As you feel that heat dissipate, then give your face a little rub, a slow face massage, just to bring yourself back into the room and to finish your practice. And as you do this, slowly opening the eyes, smiling, relaxing the hands.